Taylor Swift gets a rude awakening after Travis Kelce's announcement, fans stunned, emotions erupt. The world thought it was just another ordinary day in pop culture. Another headline. Another rumor. Another whisper destined to fade. But this time, it didn't fade. This time, it hit hard. Because when Taylor Swift woke up that morning, she had no idea that by nightfall, everything she thought she understood about love, loyalty, and timing would be violently shaken. And it all started with one announcement. An announcement that nobody expected. An announcement that no one warned her about. An announcement that came from the last person she ever thought would blindside her. Travis Kelce. Sunrise the morning that felt off. According to insiders close to Taylor's camp, the morning began strangely quiet. No "good morning" text. No playful meme. No inside joke only the two of them shared. Taylor, usually unfazed by silence, reportedly brushed it off at first. She had rehearsals. Meetings. A tightly packed schedule. Still, something felt wrong. She just kept checking her phone, a source revealed. Not obsessively, but instinctively. Like she felt something was coming. That feeling. It wasn't wrong. Microphone the announcement that changed everything. Midday. Cameras flashing. Microphones raised. Travis Kelce stepped up, calm. Confident. Almost too composed. Reporters expected jokes. Maybe a deflection. Maybe a smile and wave moment. Instead, he cleared his throat. And said the words that sent shockwaves through the internet. It wasn't shouted. It wasn't dramatic. It was measured. Final. And within seconds, phones across the world buzzed, including Taylor's. Mobile phone. Taylor sees it. And freezes. Taylor was reportedly in the middle of rehearsal when someone rushed toward her with a phone. At first, she laughed. Then she listened. And then. Her face dropped. Witnesses say the room went silent. No tears. No shouting. Just a stillness so heavy it felt like time had stopped. That's when we knew, an insider whispered. This wasn't just a headline. This was personal. Broken heart, a rude awakening she never saw coming. Taylor had always believed in communication. In shared timelines. In knowing where you stand. But this? This felt like a door closing without warning. Sources say she was blindsided, not necessarily by the content of the announcement, but by the way it happened. Public. Final. And without a private conversation beforehand. It wasn't anger at first, the source explained. It was disbelief. Like, how did we get here without me knowing? Globe showing Europe, Africa, the internet erupts. Within minutes, social media exploded. Did Taylor know? Why would he announce this now? Is this the end? Taylor deserves better. Travis had every right. The world picked sides, fast. Fans dissected every lyric Taylor had ever written. Every smile. Every award show glance. Every moment that now felt like foreshadowing. Musical notes, the silent response that spoke volumes. Taylor didn't post. She didn't tweet. She didn't clarify. And for fans who know her, that silence was deafening. She processes pain privately, one longtime collaborator said. That's when the real emotions come out. Behind closed doors, Taylor reportedly canceled meetings, postponed sessions, and asked to be alone. Not to cry loudly. But to think. Candle late night reflections. As night fell, sources say Taylor sat with her thoughts, replaying conversations, promises, plans that may or may not have been understood the same way on both sides. This wasn't about fame. This wasn't about optics. This was about realizing that two people can hear the same words, and walk away with different meanings. And that realization It hurts more than betrayal. Collision, the wake-up call no one escapes. Taylor's rude awakening wasn't just about Travis' announcement. It was about timing, boundaries, and the painful truth that even the strongest connections can fracture when expectations go unspoken. Fans say this moment will change her, not break her. If history tells us anything, one fan tweeted, Taylor turns pain into power. Crystal ball, what happens next? No official statement. No confirmation. No denial. Just whispers of new music. Darker tones. Sharper lyrics. Stories born from shock and silence. And as the world waits, one thing is clear. This wasn't just a headline. This was a turning point. For Taylor. For Travis. And for everyone watching love collide with reality, live, unfiltered, and unforgiving. Taylor Swift gets rude awakening after Travis Kelce's announcement. Fictional storytelling, for entertainment purposes only. The morning started like any other for Taylor Swift, soft sunlight spilling through floor-to-ceiling windows, her phone buzzing endlessly on the nightstand, and a sense that something big was coming. But nothing, could have prepared her for what she was about to hear. At first, Taylor ignored the phone. She'd learned over the years that mornings were sacred. No headlines. No notifications. No outside noise. Just silence before the storm of fame crashed back in. But today, the buzzing wouldn't stop. Text after text. Missed calls stacking up. Group chats exploding. Her stomach tightened. When she finally reached for the phone, the first thing she saw wasn't a message from a friend or a cute, good morning, note. It was a push notification, bold, unforgiving, and impossible to ignore. Breaking, Travis Kelce makes major announcement, fans stunned. Her heart skipped. Announcement, she whispered. Taylor sat upright, hair falling over her shoulders, pulse suddenly loud in her ears. Travis Kelce had mentioned nothing about an announcement. No hint. No warning. No, hey, just so you know. That's when the first crack appeared. The moment everything changed. She tapped the link. The video loaded slowly, agonizingly slowly, before finally revealing Travis at a podium. Serious. Calm. Controlled. A version of him Taylor didn't see often. The playful grin was gone. The jokes were gone. Even his posture looked different, like he'd stepped into a role that demanded distance. Taylor's breath caught. This isn't good, she murmured. Travis cleared his throat on screen. This wasn't an easy decision, he said. But after a lot of reflection, I've realized it's something I need to do, for myself, for my future, and for the people around me. Taylor froze. Reflection. Decision. Future. Every word felt like a slow punch to the chest. He continued. I've spent years balancing football, public life, and personal commitments. And right now, my focus has to shift. Taylor's fingers trembled so badly she almost dropped the phone. Shift where? Away from what? Away from me. She waited, desperate, silent, terrified, for him to say her name. He didn't. The rude awakening. That's when it hit her. This wasn't just an announcement. This was a boundary. A line drawn without her consent. Taylor replayed the clip, hoping she'd missed something. A subtle nod. A coded phrase. Anything that said we talked about this.